Morning, children. How are you? I hope you are all fine. Still, few children are not completing the assignments. Please try to complete the assignments. Okay. Be serious in your studies, children. So, children, we are dealing the lesson sound. Up to now, we have learned that sound produces vibration, and a vibrating body also produces sound through different activities. Not only that, what we have learned, sound has energy. Okay, and we have learned about different musical instruments and which part of the particular musical instrument vibrates and how a sound is produced, how different instruments produce different types of sounds and all. We have learned. Okay, and we have learned about Jal Taranga also in the last class. And I started about sound produced by human beings. With that, I completed last part. So today we are going to continue with the next part of our lesson. So children, you have to know what is vibration. Just listen. Have you ever placed your palm on the speaker of a cassette player when it is playing, or touched your throat while speaking? Nowadays, we observe that when mobile is ringing, if you keep on a plastic chair, you can note down the vibration of a plastic chair. So now listen, what is vibration? A vibration is defined as a rapid back and forth movement of a body. That means to and fro motion of a body. Okay, from its mean position. So the sound is produced because of vibrations only. So I hope you have seen this when a mobile phone is ringing. If you keep on a metal table or a wooden table, you can see the vibration produced as well as sound is also. If at all, if you keep in your pocket in the vibration mode, you vibrate. I hope this you have observed. Okay. Sound is a vibration that is capable of being heard. So the organ in human beings that is involved in the production of sound is larynx, or we can call it as a voice box also. Okay. And this, where is this voice box located? Is situated in the neck of the upper end of the windpipe. You have to remember that. Okay. And the sound produced is controlled by vocal cords. So here larynx, already I told this is a voice box. So situated in the neck of the upper end of the windpipe, I told already. Okay, so these both are the vocal cords, and if you see here, this is open vocal cord. The down one is a closed vocal cord. Okay, so vocal cords slightly open during breathing to allow air into the lungs. From here, the air into the lungs it gets in here. Okay, vocal cords close when we speak. So the air from the lungs presses between them to cause vibration, and thereby it produces sound, children. So I hope you have understood whatever I explained there. Once listen, children, carefully. Larynx is the voice box, is the important organ in the human body to produce sound. The voice box is situated in the neck at the upper end of the windpipe. The sound produced is controlled by the vocal cords, which are thin membranes stretched across the voice box. And these are the muscles attached to the vocal cord. These muscles can carry the tension in the vocal cords. With the help of these muscles, we can make different sounds. Actually, children, the structure of a voice box is not there in your syllabus. Only to understand, I have kept. And we know that the vibration produces sound also, you have to remember here. And one of the important points you have to remember, the length of a vocal cords in men is nearly 20 millimeters, and in women it will be 5 millimeters, whereas when it comes to children, the length of the vocal cords will be still low. And depending upon the length of the vocal cords, the quality of a sound produced by men, women, and children varies, because we can identify through a phone if someone is calling whether a phone call has come from a adult male or adult female or a small child. Okay, and one more thing you have to remember, that to demonstrate that sound is produced by vibration or not, once you listen this activity, so you just take any speaker of any instrument. Okay, listen carefully, children. Hold your throat with your fingertips. Okay, now speak or sing for few seconds. What do you feel? Now turn on a cassette player or a television or any speaker. Place your palm on a speaker. How do you feel? What you'll observe here, the first case, when you are keeping your fingertips on the throat, what happens there? You can feel the vibrations in the throat. Similarly, when you keep your palm on any of the speaker of a television or cassette player, there also you feel the vibrations. That means you have to remember that whatever the sound is produced by vibrations only. This part is most important point. Already I discussed. The vocal cords presses each other and they cause vibration, and the vibration produces sound. In this way we can listen the sound produced when we are speaking. So here observing the movements of vocal cords during speech. So ask a friend to raise his neck up, and you have to stretch a chocolate wrapper across his mouth and ask him to blow air on the wrapper forcefully. And you have to observe the changes in the moment at his throat. And next case, ask him to blow again slowly and observe the difference in the moment. So in the first case, when he blow forcefully, what happens? The voice box gets tensed and produces high sound, while the second case, when he is blowing air slowly, what happens? Produces lower sound. Okay, like this, the sound produced in the activity is due to a combination of vibration produced in the vapor as well as a vocal cord. So nowadays, all have seen maybe a Big Boss, where Sohel, when he is speaking, we can see all the nerves in the neck part. Okay, I hope you have seen when he is speaking. So this is a point you have to remember while in the Big Boss fourth season of Telugu. We have seen while he is speaking or shouting or whatever, we can see his neck nerves in the neck. Okay, like this, when few speaks, we can observe the nerves and the vocal cords also, the movement of vocal cords. Okay, so up to now we have learned that sound is a kind of vibration, and this vibration reaches us from the source. So when imagine you are in the classroom, when any teacher, even me, if I am talking or teaching a lesson, the sound reaches to your ear. That means in which medium it is reaching to you is actually in the air medium. Okay, to understand how the propagation, what is meant by propagation? The movement of a sound from the source, from a person who is speaking to the person who is listening. So this is what propagation. Without a propagation, person what he speaks and the person cannot listen, the other person cannot listen what the first person is speaking. So the sound should propagate irrespective of all the mediums. All the mediums means it three types of medium what we have studied in this class only, like a solids, liquids, and gas. So without the propagation, sound is not reached to your ears, and you cannot make out what you have heard also. Okay, just imagine one activity. Have you ever thrown a pebbles in a pool of water? But sometimes we find in movies and all. Okay, So the impact of pebbles in water that creates a ripples of waves. Ripples means like circles. If you throw a pebble, here pebble means a small stone, what you are thrown into the water. So these pebbles, when you are dropping in water, it creates a ripples, means small circles of waves that spread in the pool. Okay, so in a similar fashion, what happened there? Vibrations causes waves in the air. So by that we can hear the sound when these waves reaches our ears. Okay, this is what happening. Okay, now one more thing, just listen what is there in your textbook. The sound produced by the school bell will be heard by all of us, irrespective of whether we are in a room opposite to the bell or in a room at the back of the bell. Yes, wherever you are, in the first floor or second floor or a third floor. And you have to remember that when you are not in a noisy class, if you are in a noisy class, you will not listen. Don't think that one. Okay. The sound produced by the school bell travels in all the directions and reaches us. And you know this. So 5 minutes difference will be there for the extension block bell and our block bell. I hope you have remembered. Well, 4 o'clock time, children. What happens when that bell is given? You start packing up your bags. I hope you have remembered when you are in fifth, sixth, and seventh also, because you don't need to have a 4 to 5 classes. Now that time you used to listen that bell and start packing up your bags. Okay. The sound produced by the school bell travels in all directions and reaches us, propagating through the air. Okay, present between the source of the sound and our ears. What is here the source of a sound here? The bell ringing is the source of a sound, and our ears. It is reaches to you. So I hope you understood what is propagation. Propagation means movement of the sound. Okay, the air surrounding us acts like a medium which allows the sound to propagate through it. Propagate through it means to pass through it. Okay. Sound requires a material medium to propagate. Already I have discussed, that is air medium we discussed. But sound travels in all the three mediums like a solids, liquids and gas. Here the picture is related to Neral Venumadhav. Okay, he is a mimicry artist. So we know that the mimicry artists maintain a good control over their voices. The magic they create is solely with their voice only. They exercise their vocal parts to give them fit to able to enthrall the audience through their voice. So he is famous mimicry artist. He belongs to Warangal district of Telangana. Government of India honored him with the Padma Shri in 2001. And children, you can also try to mimic some of your voices. It may be a hobby like. So in few years back, your seniors in each class, we used to have one mimicry artist, and when this part is going on, I used to call them and make them to do the act. If any one of you can try or mimic any of the voice, you can send me a voice message. Okay, I'll listen and I'll keep in the group children. So anyone who can try, try. Ventriloquist is a person who makes sounds or talk with hardly any movement of lips. And here only the lips are slightly separated and we cannot make out while he is speaking. Okay, and here the picture is Gautama Srinivas. He belongs to Warangal district of Telangana state. He is a famous ventriloquist. He has performed more than 6,000 shows around the world. He created a sensational world record by performing 32-hour non-stop mimicry in 1990. And by seeing this picture, I hope you have um, remembered one of hero like Venkatesh. He also used to do this in one movie, and using this as a profession. He went to America. I don't remember the name. If you have remembered the name, once you check. Okay, and these persons also they have a good control over breathing, movements of lips, throat, and muscles of mouth, which aids in pronunciation and the delivery of speech without the much movement of lips and throat. So propagation of sound in different media means a plural verb for medium like a solids, liquids, and gas. So observing sound propagation in solids through activities we'll discuss. So in the picture you're seeing one girl is standing at one end of the table and the other girl is keeping her ear on the other end of the table. So here this girl is making a disturbance on the table and she will listen. So here two cases you have to observe children. Once you disturb, ask her to listen and don't disturb and ask her to listen. And she will find the difference. So when you're disturbing the table, she can hear the sound. When you don't disturb the table, she cannot hear the sound. So by this I can conclude that sound travels in solid so that she can hear the sound. So here, similar to before case only, take a metal or wooden strip, strike it at one end and ask your friend to hear the sound by keeping his ears at the other end of the metal or wooden strip. Ask your friend what difference he noticed while hearing the sound when his ears away from the strip and touching the strip. Okay, and there's also sound when he is disturbing, sound is produced and the vibrations he can feel. The difference in the sound heard will be different children because keeping near to the ear and away from the ear. So here, do you know how to make a toy telephone using teacups? Just listen. Take two paper cups, make a small holes at the bottom of these cups. Okay, the hole should be very small so that only a thin string can pass through them. Take a long string, make sure that the string does not have any knots in it. Okay, next, push the string through the holes in one of the cups. Fix the string by putting a knot at one end. Okay, similarly fix the string to the other end. Now your phone is ready with you. Okay, now what you have to do? You and your friend can communicate with this phone now. Okay, see here he is keeping one cup near to his ear and this person is speaking. So you and your friend can communicate with this phone now. So stand away from each other so that the string is tightly held. One of you can speak in the cup while the other can listen by putting the cup to on his ear. Okay. Now just see. Are you able to hear the sound? We can hear the sound, children. What is the medium between you and your friend which is responsible for the passing of a sound or propagation of a sound? The medium, whatever it is here, the thread, children. In the other activities, also we have listened the sound travels in solids like a wood, metal, and thread. So in all these activities, we have listened the sound. One is a wooden table, the other one is a metal strip or wooden strip. Here the thread. So sound travels in all these three materials, and this all comes under solid, children. So by this I can conclude that sound travels in solid medium or propagates in solid medium. So we have to know about propagation of sound through liquids also. So here you have to take a bucket full of water and you take two stones. So first what you have to do is take two stones and ask your friend to keep his or her ears on the rim of the bucket and ask him to listen the sound. Okay, and next what you have to do is take those two stones and disturb or rub against each other in the air and ask him to listen the sound whatever you are making. Okay, and ask him to differentiate the sound produced in these two different cases. Here the sound produced in the liquids here, and here the sound produced in the air. So does sound travel in liquids? Yes, sound travels in liquids. He can listen the sound. Can we hear the sound produced in water? Yes, we can hear. And you have to tell him that be attentive while listening to the sound made in the air as well as in water. So on the whole, whatever the activities we have discussed, so sound propagates through matter in all the three states like a solids, liquids and gas. Sound does not propagate through vacuum, and we have to remember that sound requires a material medium for its propagation. Okay, I hope you have understood. So children, with this today's class I'll conclude. I hope you have understood. Please read the textbook also, children, because these all activities, once you read the textbook, you can understand. Okay, be attentive and complete the assignments and send the pics. Have a good day. Thank you, children.